Hey there guys, it's Glenn from Ion Silver, back to you again with another video here. If you're wondering why I'm wearing this hat right now, it's because it is very, very hot out here today in the northern part of Rhode Island, here in New England. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm wearing this hat. But I'm out here, I'm doing a video for you guys in this very, very hot and sweltering heat. So I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for my audience. See my arm? That's all the sweat that's that I'm producing right now. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about a pack that I got off of Amazon, which is this pack, which is known as the Kelty Redwing 50. Now, before I actually get into this pack, which I have a lot to say about, I want to talk about why I bought this particular pack, which is actually going to be something I'm going to be talking about in a later video, about things that you should look for in a backpack. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about that, but the reason why I decided to get this particular pack was because I wasn't satisfied with my old pack anymore, which is this pack, which is a military looking style backpack. It's the 3-day assault pack from Bulldog, and I mean, I kind of liked it when I first bought it. Then I started using it, I started testing it, I started trying it out, and this thing is no good at all. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually reposition the camera. I'm going to show you all the specs of this pack, and yeah, we'll be right back. Okay there guys, I'm back. I'm inside my house. I'm actually inside my living room. The reason why I decided to move inside was because it is super, super hot outside, and the heat was actually starting to really get to me. It was actually starting to break my concentration. So I decided to come back into my house. Also too, if you're wondering what the noises are in the background, it's a combination of my air conditioner and the fan that's behind me over by my couch. And I'm not going to turn them off because it's if I turn them off, the house is going to overheat and it's going to be a pain to get it back to where it was originally. So please ignore the sounds. Please ignore the sounds in the background. I apologize in advance, but it's super, super hot outside. And if you were in my shoes, you would actually, yeah, you'd probably agree with me. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the pockets and some of the features that this pack has to offer. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this pocket right here, and it's just a basic admin pouch, and it's the front pouch of the pack. And as you can tell, we got some dividers right over here, which are actually really, really nice. This one right here, it's made out of like a mesh material, and I think this is actually for sticking a Kindle inside of here, or a tablet if you have one on you. The next thing is these two dividers. It kind of looks like one big divider, but it's actually two separate dividers, and these two separate dividers here. This is basic. This part of the pack is actually just for things that you need to get quick and easy access to, like a small first aid kit, or sunscreen, insect repellent, things of that sort, or maybe your field notebook. Maybe you're an explorer and you're trying to take some notes about the wildlife that you're exploring. All right, so the next feature that this pack also has is this grab handle that's right here. Now, from what I've researched about this pack, there's actually two versions of this. The first version, which they actually have for sale, it's actually not too different from this version. The only real difference that I've really seen is this handle doesn't stow away like that. But anyway, I don't really know too much about the other version. So also too, it's got this little hook right here, which it's got this feature right here too. This little tongue that just opens up really, really big. And actually, one of the things I noticed was this really big first aid kit fits perfectly inside of it, and it actually doesn't make the pack too heavy either. And these things also buckle down just like that. And voila. Now, this part right here is also a hook that feeds through this little loop right here. And it's actually kind of hard to get it in and to get it out, which is actually a really, really good thing, believe it or not. Because if it's hard to get in or out, you don't have to worry about it coming undone on you. So, slips right into there. The next thing that it also has are these little side pockets. They're on both sides of the pack and they're both the same. You just unzip them. And also too, another thing that this pack has that I absolutely love is this lightish gray material. This is actually a very good feature to have on a backpack like this. Why? Because if it's light like this, it makes it easier to find all your stuff because it's somewhat bright. There's actually other packs out there that have it a little bit brighter, but this is actually a good feature to have. Another thing that these things also do is they actually feed all the way through. So you can see my hand right there. It's also got 2 water bottle pouches on the sides. It's also got some PALS webbing on the bottom. And it's also got these 2 things right here, which I'm actually not sure what these are for. So if anybody knows, please post it down below in the comments. I'd really like to know what they're for. And another thing, another pouch that this backpack has is this one right at the top, which is actually really, really big. You could definitely stick a decent size mess kit in there. That's one thing I'm actually thinking of doing at some point. Now, another thing that this pack also does is get a good grip of it. It opens all the way out, almost kind of like, well, actually, it doesn't open all the way out, but it opens a good portion of the way out, almost to the bottom, which is actually really good. So it makes it so you can get easy access to all of your stuff. And it's also got this little lip right here for a hydration bladder. What you do is you stick it in here, and I believe the hose, yeah, it feeds out right through there. Now, the next thing I also want to talk about is the hydration bladder for this. Personally, I honestly don't think it's a good idea to put a hydration bladder in this, because I actually have a buddy who's in the military, and one of the things he was telling me was he was at boot camp, and he had a really huge backpack like this, and it had this particular feature. And one of the things that happened was the water bladder actually it didn't come loose, it actually ripped open, and it got all of his stuff wet. So that's actually one of the things he told me, and that's actually so that's one of the things that I'm telling all of you. I mean, the feature is there, but just in my personal opinion, I don't think it's a good idea. Just my opinion. Alright, so that's all of the features and the pockets that I wanted to cover. Now I'm actually going to show you how this looks on myself, and I'm also going to talk about a lot of the adjustments on this pack. Okay there guys, so let's try to zoom this out some. Okay, alright, so right now I have the Kelty Redwing 50 on my person. And it's very, very comfortable. Actually, that actually reminded me of one other feature I wanted to talk about. This pack is actually very, very breathable, and it's also very, very comfortable. It's got a lot of padding right here, and yeah, it's super, super comfortable. And it's also got these air vents that flow through the entire pack. So buckle it up. Now, when you guys get this pack, one of the things that it's actually going to come with, it's obviously going to come with the tags, but another thing it's also going to come with is a small booklet, and in the booklet, I highly recommend keeping it, but one of the things it talks about inside of the booklet is different ways to adjust the pack. So one of the things that it talks about is to undo these things. Okay, actually I'm not going to actually do it, but one of the things that it talks about is make the adjustment to where it's really, really loose on your person, tighten up the straps to where you want it, and then take these things with the shock cord on them and roll them to how you want them. This is actually one feature that I really like. Now, in my last pack type of review, a backpack review, not the sling pack from NPUSA, but the other pack, the Dragon Egg pack backpack. One of the things that the bag featured was this part, and where you could take these drawstrings and instead of having them flop all around, you could actually roll them up. One of the things, this is actually something that I would really like to see on the Dragon Egg. My mind would be blown if this was on the Dragon Egg. I actually like this shock cord here instead of Velcro, because Velcro has a tendency to wear away over time, and because the shock cord is here, it's actually a lot more durable. So that's actually one thing I think that maybe they should consider. Another thing also too, this the sternum strap that's up here is adjustable. What you do is it's also removable. So what you do is you remove it from here. I'm actually not going to do it, but you remove it from here, and you basically place it to where you want it on the particular pack. And as you can tell, it rides, it fits very comfortably. And the way that this thing adjusts, you can actually adjust it while you're wearing it. You don't have to take it off to adjust it. So one of the things it has right here is these drawstrings on the shoulders, and this brings the upper part of the pack closer to you. And the other thing that it also has is the adjustments on the waist belt. It's also got the adjustments over here and over here. And I'm actually going to take the pack off to show you this next part. It's also got a pretty durable drag handle as well. That's very easy to grab. The only issue that I'm actually kind of seeing is this actually might be difficult if you have really thick winter gloves on. That is one of the things I am noticing. So I kind of wish that they kind of loosen this a little bit. But it's also got these adjustments right here, and I believe that this is for this part of the bag. This part right here is actually movable, if you can tell. And the reason why this is movable is so that way it's adjustable at different heights. So. Alright, so now, also too, another thing that you can also do as well with this pack is you can take your canteen, and instead of taking it off of yourself, you can actually just stick the water bottle right here, and if you need your canteen and you want to grab a drink, just reach back, unscrew it, and voila. Okay, so now it's time for some of the drawbacks of this pack. First of all, this the two water bottle holders that are on both sides of the pack. This is actually one of the things I kind of wish that they would improve. Like, I'll show you something. When I put my canteen in there, it kind of rides very loose. And like, this could get caught on a branch, it could go this way, and it could fall out. And I also don't really like the material that they chose. It's like a mesh type of material, and I kind of wish that they went with this type of material too, with the water bottle holders, and they had some kind of a drawstring, or better yet, have like a strap system, like a strap system going this way with a strap system going this way with a little bit of a buckle, so that way it's a little bit more secure to the pack. But then again, it's not really, it's not really that big of an issue, but it is just something I would like to see. Also too, the fabric that they chose for the inside of this pack, the gray stuff that I showed you, I kind of wish that they made, I would like to see this to be a little bit brighter. just because if it's a cloudy day and it's kind of dark and you need something, this might make everything blend in. So I would like to see a little bit of a brighter color. And also too, the straps that are right here and the straps that are also, if I can find them, the straps that are on the shoulders and the straps that are right here on the waist, I actually kind of wish that they had this feature on them. That's something I would like to see, because when you wear this, when you wear the pack, these just kind of like flop around. But I actually can understand why they chose this setup instead of that setup, because it makes it easier to get at them if you need to pull on them to adjust them. So anyway, guys, that ends this video for today. I really hope you guys like this review. If you have anything that you guys would personally like to see, stuff that that I haven't really covered yet, please post it down below in the comments. I'll also have a link down below in the description to the Facebook page, so that way you guys can check that out. You guys can post your ideas and stuff like that to the page. I'd really like to hear what you guys have to say about these videos. I want to make more videos like this, so I am going to be trying to set aside time to make really awesome YouTube videos for you guys, because this is something that I've been finding that I really, really love, but I really would like your help with these videos. So if you guys have any comments or suggestions, ideas, stuff you'd like me to cover, please post it down below in the comments, and definitely check out the Facebook page. And I am going to be trying to develop some sort of Instagram page as well. So anyway, guys, that concludes this video for today. And until next time, stay ready, stay focused, stay strong. Peace!